Today's video is sponsored by Senyaki on behalf of Shin Glen X1 e-commerce company. If you want a custom polo shirt, then look no further. The advantages of the custom polo fabrics by Senyaki is they are super soft, breathable, without being see-through. It's smooth and wrinkle-free. Away from the smell of sweat, away from the embarrassment of see-through, not a placidity feeling or irritating to the skin. The stitches are tight and do not come apart easily. These custom polo shirts support heat transfer printing, allowing designs with text, pictures, images, or logos. You can design on the left chest, both sleeves, back. The clearer the picture you provide, the better the printing effect. These polo shirts are great for all occasions. The custom polo shirt can mix and match with jeans, dress pants, and casual pants for a fashion look. It will be casual when paired with jeans and more formal when paired with trousers. Short sleeve collared shirts with 3-button placket, great for golf, tennis, hiking, office, fishing, running, business, work, climbing, or daily wear. It is great as a personalized polo for company activities, birthday, or anniversary presents. To purchase or find out more information about these custom polo shirts by Senyaki, just click the link in the description box. Now back to today's video. Baby, we are back. Listen, make sure you like this video. Make sure you share the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, honey, if you hadn't already. Listen, let's get into it, honey. Season 9, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is this a new this is just a continuation of last season, right? I don't know what season we on, Carlos. Okay, I don't know what is going on. On says that it's season 9, episode 2. Okay. Oh, once again, before we get to the review, make sure if you want to be a panel member for the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion, make sure you email me, brandnews715@gmail.com. Let me know. Say, hey, Miss Robinson, I'm a subscriber to the channel. I would love to be a panel member. In order to be a panel member, guys, you need to be very well versed in Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that means you need to have watched most, if not all, of the seasons. You need to be knowing these people inside and out. Okay? So don't be trying to be a panel member and you don't know these people. You just start watching this past season. The gig ain't for you. Okay? I want to hear what y'all got to say. I want to hear some differences of opinion, and I want us to be able to all express ourselves. So if I feel one way, you feel one way, you need to be able to say, hey, this is why I feel how I feel. This is, what I'm saying to back up what I'm saying. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, but let's get off into it. Oh, another disclaimer. This is my opinion. You are free to disagree. That's not what I have a problem with. I have a problem when y'all take this way too personal. Okay, this is a TV show that I enjoy reviewing. I enjoy providing educational, entertaining commentary on. That's how I look at it. I do not take this like way too serious. I'm not trying to go to jail for none of these people. Okay, the only person I'm willing to do some time for is my baby, Miss Chantel Shamir. If you are not her, then you are not the I and you ain't the T, honey. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know what everybody else be doing when it come to this show, but I don't take this shit that serious. Okay? So don't Don't be all up in your feelings and, don't try to cuss me out or cuss other people out that disagree with you. None of that will be tolerated, and it's unnecessary, guys. Okay, we all have differences of opinion. We see stuff a certain way. Okay? So there is no reason to be cussing folks out in the comments and, just being nasty. The world don't need no more of that. Okay. We don't need no more of that. Now listen, let's get into the episode. So the episode picks up where it left off with Stormy trying to get Melody to understand where she's coming from as it pertains to the mellometers. Stormy tells Melody and the rest of the group that a mellometer came to her place of business. There are people saying that lady wasn't a mellometer. This is where I stand. Nobody should be going up to anybody's warehouse. Period. That's something I don't condone. I would never do. If I was on this show, I would never allow any of my fans, or I don't care if they a fan of the show, like, I would not, I wouldn't react to this the way that Melody is reacting to this, is what I'm saying. Melody says that people come in her inbox and they don't like her. I saw on another review, somebody said, well, it's a lot of people that don't like Melody. There is. But if we're going to be all the way honest, most of the people that watch this show, they are Melody fans. I don't know many people that like Trisha like that. I know that I know that each person on this show has fans. They do. But most of these people that watch this show, in my opinion, they like Melody. They are Melody fans. Melody is the star of the show. Melody comes on, last? Your two stars, Martell and Melody. Melody is more of the likable star. Don't nobody that I know support a damn cheater. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, I ain't getting behind no damn cheater. Okay? But Martell, put in the comments, guys, because I forgot their intro. When Martell comes in, I think he's first, Melody is last. So whoever comes in first, whoever comes in last, those are your stars. These two people are also producers of this show. I also told y'all when I first started watching this show, Melody and Martell were my favorite. I liked them the most. I liked their chemistry. Honey, if they was selling something, Miss Robinson was buying it, honey, because I just love me some Melody and Martell until I saw how, he was treating her, and I just was not a fan of that. I can't get behind that. Stormy asks Melody, do you agree with what they do? Melody says, how I feel is that they feel. That's bullshit. That ain't what she asked you. She asked you a flat out question. Do you agree with what they do? You could have been like, no, I don't agree. And I never told anybody to go up to anybody's business. And Melody probably never told anybody to do any of these things, right? But I felt like she was full of shit on this part. And then I felt like she was full of shit the next day. Now let's go play by play. Okay? Let's go play by play. That way you get an understanding from where I'm coming from. And I am a Melody supporter. Y'all know I like Melody. I'm not a mellometer. But I like Melody. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I like Stormy too. I do, as a businesswoman. I think that Stormy is very hardworking. Has she made mistakes in business? Yes. All of us have. Anybody that has anything, you go make mistakes. Whether you at a job, you go make mistakes. You go do some shiggity the wrong way. I'm not in agreement with what everything that Stormy does, talking to AL. That's kind of my biggest thing with her that I don't like. And I didn't like her mother coming on here coming for Melody. I didn't think that that was right. And I'm starting to realize maybe that was a storyline. Because it was like, why is this lady allowed on the show? Maybe the mother was used. Y'all know these people be using their mothers. Ain't that right, Latifah and Candy? They had these mothers with these big personalities coming at people. I don't think Candy ever did that, but we know Latifah has took part in that. That wasn't cool. But I'm going to say this. Miss Betty and Miss Wanda, they are now off the show. Okay, so they are now off the show. She probably shouldn't have been on, especially Miss Betty, because Trisha was actually a day one from, the inception of the show. And Miss Betty was a fan, so she already had an unliking for Melody outside of her daughter. To me, that was just too much of a conflict of interest, So Stormy is at the table telling the girl she had to turn herself in because of a mellometer. Now, Stormy is really pinning this on Melody. This is a mellometer. A lot of people are saying that the lady, Black Titanic, is not a mellometer. I don't think she like anybody else on the show, though. I don't. So when people be like, oh, well, this person, is not a mellometer, it's like, who else do you really like on the show? Maybe she's a fan of the show. Is there somebody else she like on the show? Y'all put it in the comments, let me know. But I don't really think there's anybody else she like on the show. That's probably why Stormy feels like that. Like, oh, this person is a mellometer. She knows, Stormy, okay? She knows that Melody is the most influential person on this cast. If anybody listens to anybody, any of these audience members, they listen to anybody, it's going to be Melody. She doesn't feel like the rest of those people have any power because most of the fans are Melody fans, okay? So Stormy gets to saying how Black Titanic and somebody else came to her warehouse trying to get inside. Stormy says her phone went on live. Now, how does the phone go on live by itself? Now, can somebody explain that? So how did I don't know. It's so much going on in this scene. Some people may feel like Stormy is being manipulative, blaming Melody's fans, because it's like, oh, well, you don't have no proof. You don't have no proof that it was an actual mellometer. And I'm here to tell y'all, real quick, did y'all see the documentary, honey, of the mellometers? I might have to share it with y'all. There is a documentary floating around, honey, about the mellometers, and they're evil, they're demonic, they're mean. They are just way too much to deal with. So have y'all seen the documentary, honey? Put that in the comments. But yeah, a lot of people may feel like Stormy is being manipulative because it's like, well, what proof do you have it was an actual mellometer? And then there's people saying, oh, she wasn't no mellometer. She was just a fan of the show. And I saw so many people say, oh, she didn't mean any harm. First off, you don't go to anybody. I don't care for what reason. Because people were saying, oh, well, Stormy, her packages don't come on time, and people order from her, they don't get their order all the time. Now I know she did have a lot of complaints on that, right? But like I said, I just really don't agree with any fans going anywhere near these people. You cannot come. Like, for instance, nobody can just randomly come to my home and be like, brand new, I need a sweatshirt. Brand new, I need this, or come try, I'm going to cuss your ass out too. I see your ass coming. I am. Because I'm going to be like, the audacity. Okay, the audacity of you coming out the blue to where I'm at, honey. Okay, what is going on? So, she says that the blogger lady, I guess she's talking about Black Titanic, I'm guessing, went and got her arrested for harassing communications. The whole time Stormy is explaining this, Melody is looking at her like, girl, I feel sorry for you. Oh, well, like very dismissive, very like there was no empathy. There, wasn't anything. A lot of people were saying, well, Melody, Melody ain't got to talk to these people. Listen, if you are getting complaints about, you are a producer of the show, right? You are the one that kind of put this show together and brought it to Carlos King. You and what the man name is, Hook-Headed. No, you're not forcing anybody to do anything. Okay? No, you're not telling people to come for Stormy. But the fact that you don't feel a way about that and you are just like, well, that, because I know how that feels when you are telling somebody something and then they just like, I don't know what you want me to do, and and you can't act like that, Melody, and then the next day, they just left my trip. They ain't even say nothing to me. What's understood don't need to be explained. She don't need to tell you bye. You've showed her you don't give a damn about her feelings. Okay, your whole position was, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You didn't say it out your mouth, but you're just like, that's your experience. And you on TV now, and just nothing you said was supportive. Nothing you said, girl, I got your back. We in this together. I'm going to tell you how you should deal with it. None of you didn't do like any of that. Then you got Shanita speaking for you. And I'm with Stormy when she told Shanita, I want to hear from Melody. Like, shut up, Shanita. That shit was so damn annoying at the table. Melody is sitting there, no facial expression. She looked like she bored. Destiny noticed there wasn't no empathy. This doesn't look good. I saw so many comments after, I watched the show and people was like, I'm no longer a fan of Melody. I don't like her no more. Just based off of how she dealt with this situation. And I know some people will say, well, Stormy had Miss Betty. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole because we already said that Miss Betty was wrong and Miss Betty is not on the show. At the end of the day, you may not like these people. You got to work with them. You do. If you don't mind that fans are, coming for people's business, if you don't mind, then you need to go start your own show, go do your own thing. But don't be over here behaving like this and then I don't know. I don't know what it is with Melody. I feel like, I know some people will be like, oh, well, all of them, they've chosen Martell's side. Martell ain't got shit to do with this. If people stop fucking with Melody, if people stop liking Melody, it ain't gonna be because of Martell. It's gonna be because of her behavior. Okay? It's gonna be because of her behavior, her character, her lack of integrity. This is your show. Okay? And somebody is laying out a serious concern to you. Whether you agree with it or not, you could come out on social media and be like, hey, you guys, be nice. Don't come to anybody's businesses. Some of you all got in the comments and said she already said that. And people still didn't listen. Shanita, without her speaking, what do you want her to do? She need to be speaking. Because guess what? You quiet at the motherfucking table, but the next day, well, they didn't say bye to me, bitch. They didn't feel welcome. What the fuck am I saying bye to you for? And you sitting up in my face, playing in my face, deliberately acting as if you don't give a fuck about how I feel. about, you don't care about none of my concerns, and I need to say bye to you because you invited me on a trip. So, yeah, I was with Stormy, quitting this show. I was with her. I just feel like it's at a point of no return. People don't care about other people and their businesses. Stuff is going way too far. It's like it's this chaotic energy, and it's just like, oh well, this is par for the course. This is normal. This is no, it's not a good look. Whether you like people or not. And like I tried to tell y'all before, executives own other business people, they gonna be watching this and they gonna be like, damn, this is who that person is. And it ain't gonna be, yeah, well, he cheated on her. You ain't gonna even be able to use Martell. It'll be, damn, we see you for who you are. Because I think that some people feel like because we feel bad for how Martell treated Melody, cheated on her, got coleslaw every which way in pictures, people feel like because we feel bad for Melody and for how this man has terrorized her, taking her back and forth to court, because we feel bad for her, we need to clap for how she behaves on the show, whether she's right, wrong, or indifferent. If something is wrong to me, my job as a honest content creator is to stand on business and tell you how it is and how I see it. If you get offended by that, you upset, you can't be mature and agree to disagree, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? I'm just telling y'all, this right here, it just wasn't a good look for Melody at all. Like I said, there's a lack of integrity because you're at the table, you don't give a fuck, and then the next day you give a fuck that some people left your trip that you don't see it for. You don't like Trisha. You know, the whole thing with Martell, you know he a hoe. Okay, I thought that was funny when Melody told Tisha and Kimmy, yeah, I know he a hoe. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? A mess. So you got Shanita at the table. Well, you know she don't want nothing to happen to anybody's business. And then I'm telling her to be quiet. Shut the fuck up. Why do you keep talking? Why? I was like, Tisha, Latifah, jump in there and straighten this bitch out again. But then nobody check her. And then Melody just sitting there like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Well, this is just what comes with the show. No, that's not cool. That's not cool.
I don't have anything to say to you, actually.
You're hooked with the Stormy, and you got what you deserved. That's what I think. I think you got what you deserved. Destiny got what she deserved too. Stormy says, say less. Melody says, it's been less. The problem with that is your words is not matching your actions the next day. Because if I really don't give a fuck about what you talking about, I'm not going to give a damn if you said bye to me. I'm not going to give a damn if we're cool. I'm not going to give a damn if you quit the show. I'm not going to give a damn. I'm going to be in a permanent state of indifference. So words and actions not matching mean you lying about something. I think that on a certain level, Melody knows that, you know, some of the things that people do on this show is too far. Whether they are a mellometer or not, it's just, you know, it's too much. A lot of people feel like, well, Melody can't control that. What do you guys feel about this? How do you feel? Do you feel like Melody should speak out? Whether you're a mellometer or a non-mellometer, just a supporter of Melody, I want to hear from you. I need you to tell me what is going on. Why did Melody react to Stormy the way in which she did? Is it because of her mother, Miss Betty, and the issues Melody and Miss Betty had? But Miss Betty, like I said, she off the show. See, we done got rid of these demons that was on the show. Miss Wanda is off the show still talking shit. Okay, a mess. And shame on you, Latifah and Marcel, for not getting that damn lady some summer school, some Sunday school. She just need Jesus, okay? If you can get him and bring him to her. So Latifah over there rolling her eyes and sucking her teeth at Melody's behavior. And I'm going to tell y'all this real quick before I get off into that. All of this is what I did not want for the reunion. It's just not what I wanted. I knew it would happen, but, you know, it's going to be one of them things where it's going to be, see, Tisha was right about Mel. Martell was right. Destiny, now Stormy. Okay? A mess. So Kimmy tells Melody, it doesn't matter if anything comes of the situation. I think sometimes you just need to go on record, because this is what's going on right now. You are working with people and they are all telling you, say something, knock, 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 say something, address these people, tell them that this is not okay, say something, and then you just sitting there quiet. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. That means you don't have no respect for the differences you may have with these people, which further means you may not need to be in business with them. Do you see what I'm saying? And I know some people will say, yeah, but, you know, when you go into work and you don't fuck with people and, you know, you don't care, you know, they don't care about what happened to you and da-da-da-da-da. The thing of it is if enough of your coworkers said, hey, could you speak out on this issue? Could you kind of say this? Could you kind of put a stamp on it? You know, like, and you just sitting up there making excuses. Then she said some shit that her fans say. She said, how do we even know it was a mellometer? That's what she said. How do we even know that it was a mellometer? And we see how, like, some of us content creators, you got people that don't even cover the show no more, because they are so sick of their subscribers. They think that their subscribers are there because they love them. A lot of those subscribers are there just because they love Melody. And as soon as you disagree with Melody, as soon as you call Melody out, then, yeah, you're going to, you know, you're going to unsubscribe and be all up in your feelings. And see, that behavior right there, that's why so many people feel like the mellometers are a problem. Because as a content creator, to be objective, I see the behavior. And I'm like, we wasn't acting like this over Nene and Kenya. Like, people that's bigger than Beyonce. You know, these are people that we really, really, like, love and admire. And we get that Melody has her fans. But we don't act like that over these people. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and even Carlos King was talking about it on his show. He said with Love and Marriage Huntsville, there is a whole nother level of hate. And it doesn't have nothing to do, to me, it don't have nothing to do with the show. It's the way some of these people are bonded to Melody. That it's a strong trauma bond. Well, we're going to protect this woman, you know, because of what this man did to her. And now you're going to make everything a Martell situation. But I'm here to tell you, that's your downfall. Martell ain't the blame for this. This is some shit where people go be like, oh, okay, now I'm really, because normally in the news, we hear what Martell is doing to Melody. Now this is beginning to look at what Melody is doing to Melody. All these people is coming for this lady. I could see if it was just Stormy, right? But you got all your coworkers saying, hey, say something, and you don't say nothing, and you just care about yourself, and not a good look. Not very likable, you know. Kimmy even says to Melody, I believe 100% you can't change this situation, but you can at least say something. Sonny is saying just ignore it. You can't ignore stuff like this. You can't, like, stuff like people popping up at these people's businesses. If this stuff keeps happening, they may cancel this show. They just may do that. This stuff is bigger than Melody. You got brands and sponsors behind this show. They not doing this shit on other shows. Not that I know of. I know that people have drama, right? Every show got their drama, but are people doing this type of shiggity on Bail Collective and, on the Real Housewives shows and, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Maybe they are, because, child, I ain't never heard of this on Bail Collective. But, yeah, it's one of those things where, your humility has to come in, your integrity, it has to speak for itself. And when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people saying, hey, say something to your fans, and you still acting like you don't hear nobody, it begins to look like you all about self. You just want to be the only one to be successful on this platform. It's just all about you. And that's fine if you really want to rock out like that. But you just need to have your own show. You don't need to be on here sharing your platform with these people. Because evidently you ain't got no respect for them. You ain't got none. It's just... It's just one of those things.
If a person gets arrested, then that means you did something worth being arrested. I would have just called the police.
Now, I agree with Melody. I feel like Stormy should have just called the police if she felt threatened. But at the same time, that person shouldn't have came to where Stormy was. That's not cool. And the fact that some of the people out here is taking the show that serious to go to where these people are at, and it just, I don't know, it says more about you than it does these people. Because we can all drag these people, talk shiggity about them, but guess what? Miss Robinson, lazier than a motherfucker. I ain't going to nobody's job, warehouse. I'm not that interested at all. Yeah, but no, ain't no yeah, but it's too many toxic attitudes towards this. And I'm gonna leave this with you all. I wonder if some of your content creators really care about you. Because I feel like if somebody really care about you, they not gonna have you involved in the court system with an attorney, with in regards to, people on this show. That, they're not gonna have you be so involved with something. These people, they get paid to be on this show. Y'all not making no money. What are you getting out of behaving like that? Yeah, but the behavior is coming from a controlling, narcissistic place. Yeah, we're gonna try to bully this person into submission because they don't support who we see. That's when it gets toxic and ugly. You can support Melody all day. You can like Melody, you can like the show, but like coming for folks' businesses and just like acting out like that, I think that shit is crazy. And I care about you guys. I don't know about these other content creators out here, but I actually care about y'all. And I will never tell you to do something that's not in your best interest. It's not in your best interest to get overly involved with this show. Okay, giving something so much energy for what? What is the trade-off? Melody gonna be sleeping good in her bed at night. Her and her kids, they gonna be good. And you gonna be wore out. You ain't making no money. You know, when the show go away, what, like, you're fighting a losing battle. She don't need to be defended like that. But I just gotta protect. You ain't gotta protect that woman. God got that woman. Melody is covered. Melody has been winning ever since she left Martell. Okay? So, yeah, y'all explain that to me. What are you getting out of, or explain the mindset of some of these people. Like, what are they getting out of, like, being in court over this shit? It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Melody reenacts the phone call, like I said, that Stormy should have had when it came to the Black Titanic situation, because Melody is saying, well, I wouldn't act out of character. I don't think that Stormy, see, that's another level of you acting as if you can't understand where this lady is coming from. Let's get on the shock of somebody just coming into your warehouse. Somebody just coming up there. You're going to be frantic. You may cry. You may scream, curse, yell. And for Melody to act like she don't understand that, I just, like, girl, what is up with you? She totally dismissed Stormy's feelings, but was looking for a goodbye the next day. That wasn't your tone you had on this day. You didn't give a fuck. So she didn't give a fuck that next day. Okay? So that's what I'm saying to y'all, because I get it all the time. Like, why you like Nene? Nene wouldn't have gave no fuck on this day, and then the behavior, I promise it would have been the same the next motherfucking day. This shit where you don't care one day, and then the next day they ain't say goodbye. That's so rude. And then you got Shanita. Man, the least they could have did. Girl, shut up. Shit, because you was at the damn table talking too damn much. You should have had your damn mouth on hush mode. Nobody asked you. Stormy was asking Melody questions. A mess. So, honey, they get on Trisha ass. Okay? So, Trisha saying all Martell wanted to do was work out. She lied to Stormy and Destiny, and they are taken aback by her lying, because she's like, well, I only lied because I felt like Martell was making it bigger than what it was, and it really wasn't that big. And then you got Melody, you got her face all turned up, like, man, the man I was with and had these kids by, honey, he ain't nothing but a hoe, always trying to get with somebody. We know this nigga was not trying to work out with Trish. He was trying to work Trish out. I believe that. Sonny was like, so you just lied so you could protect what it seemed like? Trish, pretty much. And she said it, no apologies, no complaints. This is just what we do. I lied. Girl, you can't be coming on reality TV telling all these lies. Okay, like, what the hell? Girl, take that shit off your head, Trish. I think the bird's nest is what's doing it to you, sis. A mess. What did y'all think about Trish lying? Melody looked so damn irritated and perturbed. I didn't like Miss Nail talking about Martell is fine as fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. I'm here to tell all you niggas, because you niggas love telling the women, and then, well, looks don't matter. Y'all looks don't matter either. That six-pack ain't shit if you are a narcissist. That money and title that you got, nigga, ain't shit if you are a narcissist. If you dog and disrespect and try to use women and, like, a mess. Okay, don't nobody, you are not that fine. I done seen some fine men in my day. Okay, and Martell is not one of them. He works out, but his character is trash. I will take a Eugene. Bitch, I will take 2 Eugenes. And I'm talking about Eugene Harris from Married to Medicine. We will take a big guy or a guy with a gut over these niggas out here that's disrespectful, toxic, deplorable, just horrible, okay, little Chucky dolls, little buddies. We will take the big guys over you all any day. Okay, but I didn't like her. He's so fine, and he's a girl. Your husband is fine. Okay, Chris Fletcher is fine as fuck. That's what your ass should be saying. Damn, a Martell Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Look, I can't even get the words out, honey. Okay, that's what he looked like, Donatello. That's what he looked like a turtle in the face, baby. We want Chris Fletcher. Now, that's a man. There's boys, and then there are men. Destiny calls bullshit on Melody at the table, saying she has no feelings about the whole Trisha and Martell situation. Melody may be over that shit, because, like, he didn't have a baby with the side chick, and, you know, she probably over his bullshit. She ain't checking for that nigga no more. It's just like, he done fucked the aunt, or tried, okay. He was over there messing with that horse, that dog. Okay. You know, it's just like Martell will try to screw anything. A doorknob, a light switch, a cigarette lighter, like.
What I would like for us to do is to go and continue to enjoy the island. Absolutely. But I know one damn thing, y'all not going to be blaming me for what the mellometers do. That's not what y'all going to do. Absolutely.
Shut up, heifer. You don't never take accountability for nothing, not even the shit that your fans do. You're such a raggedy heifer. I'm happy that my son is over there with a real woman, Ariane Curry, okay?
A mess. Fool of a mess.
Miss Marlene, don't nobody want your raggedy ass, Donkey Kong looking ass son. Don't nobody want him. He is free to be with that Ooga Booga, that Ooga Booga Wooga Wooga. Yes, ma'am, he is free to be with her for the rest of his life. Absolutely.
She a hood booger. I told Melody a while ago, Ariane Curry ain't no good, Stormy ain't no good, don't nobody feel sorry for her. Girl, dry your eyes, 'cause we could give a fuck about them tears.
Absolutely.
So we see Stormy and Trisha, they leave. Chess has his first t-ball game, and Trisha's kids, I guess one of them has a dance competition, but really it wasn't about that. They didn't like that shit that Melody. I saw Stormy was done with Melody when she said say less. Stormy meant that shit and Melody didn't. Okay? So, was it me? But I just felt like Kimmy and Tisha was full of shit the next day. They was like, yeah, we had to have tough conversations that end in resolve. It didn't end in resolve because she still didn't agree to speak out, you know, and tell these people to, you know, not come up to people's businesses or don't take it too far. They was just in a confessional complaining that, you know, she wasn't taking accountability, that everything that Stormy said fell on deaf ears. So for them to kind of be all up in her face the next day, I was like, that shit is fake to me. Was it just me though, right? Maybe it was just me, child. But yeah, they told Melody she did a wonderful job planning the trip. She did. It was, you know, it was a nice trip. Melody mentioned Destiny sitting beside her at the table. Yeah, Destiny seemed a bit thirsty. Like she was trying to get back into Mel's good graces. And then on Carlos King's show that he did with her and Latrice, she was saying she didn't care to be Melody's friend anymore. But it's like, that's not what you were giving on the show. You look like you wanted to, you know, get back into her, you know, good graces. Melody said it was uncomfortable for her. Kimmy calls Melody out for being withdrawn. Yeah, she, you know, she wasn't checking for, you know, the shit y'all was saying. Tisha said, she had shut down. So Melody called Stormy delusional. Kimmy and Tisha is looking at her like, huh? She's delusional. So Kimmy tells Melody that Stormy and Trisha left earlier on the trip. Melody, they didn't speak or say goodbye. And you didn't give a damn about what Stormy was telling you. So you can't, you just can't be, oh, that was so wrong of them. And no, it wasn't. Well, Trisha could have said, thanks for inviting me. I think that, and maybe I'm wrong, you guys, but put it in the comments, but I kind of feel like Trisha feels like Mel set all this up, like with the whole Martell thing. I think she feels a way about Melody because she's Martell's ex-wife, and it looked like she was creeping with him when it's been established that they were broken up. The Holtz was at the time, that Martell slid into Trisha's DMs, but it kind of looked like that, like she has some issue with Melody making it look like, oh, she was trying to get with her man. It just, I don't know. That's kind of what I got from it. And Trisha was embarrassed. She tried to play it off like she wasn't, but girl, you embarrassed. Okay? And why you over there lying? I don't like when people lie about shit that they easily could have told the truth about. We all know he a hoe. I thought that I said, Melody, I know that's right, honey. Don't be letting that shit get to you. Melody ain't tripping off of that, though. I didn't think she really, it was like, like I said, I thought what Stormy had to say probably irritated her, a little bit more than the Trisha thing. So she ain't shocked about Martell at this point. So Melody was like, was y'all defending me? Was that what it was about? And they didn't say that. Tisha and Kimmy, they wasn't defending her. They was being nosy. Kimmy is full of shit talking about, I didn't want it to be discussed at the table. When the fuck was it gonna be discussed then? Okay, Kimmy is full of shit sometimes. She is. Because it's like, you and Tisha knew. And not only did y'all know, I don't think y'all really cared that whole Trisha and Martell situation got brought up in front of Melody. Even though Tisha was like, oh, well, did that bother you? You know damn well you don't care. You love hearing that this lady's ex-husband is a hoe on the go. You love hearing that gal. So Tisha and Kimmy was full of shit a few times during the trip, a mess. And we got Latifah trying to bring up somebody cheating and creeping, but then when she got asked down to the damn reunion, she was hemming and hawing and trying to get other people to sing her part, play her part. Child, a mess. Like, if it wasn't for Kiki, we wouldn't have found out what happened with her and Marceau. So Tisha, stop trying to act like you so innocent and you just want to figure out what's the tea. You love stuff like this, except you don't want to be on the other side of it, right? You don't want to expose what your nigga may have did or did not do. You don't really want to go into that. You like it for it to be on other people. So yeah, she was in that pool pissing me off, full of shit, and I ain't here for it. Melody says she's over Trisha because she always lying and switching up stories. I can get with that. I understand that. Because when you don't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, you do look suspicious. You do look like somebody that can't be trusted and, Oh, and really quick, shout out to Home Chef. I love their fried chicken, honey. Ooh, child. Home Chef, send Miss Robinson some of that fried chicken, honey. So Melody tells the girls on the boat that from now on, she ain't fooling with Trish forever now, because she felt like when Trish left, she took Stormy's side because that's her girl. And how do I feel about that? I feel like neither one of y'all really should be mad, honestly, with the other. I don't think Melody really care about the Martell of it all anymore. I do feel like Melody feels a way about Trisha, because it's like you be lying about stuff. So yeah, I guess I would feel a way about Trisha too. But they really don't have, like, outside of this Martell and Stormy situation, they don't really have no real beef, you know? So what do y'all think about that? Shanita feel like Trisha is full of shit, because just from the simple fact that she went to Martell's house and that whole thing, and you know, she felt like Trisha, you know, was lying, and you know, she was saying things like, oh, I train men, I train women, instead of just coming out telling the truth. Yeah, Trisha really messed up by just not sticking to the truth from the get-go. Because if nothing happened, it didn't happen. And like Destiny said on Carlos King's show, you made it worse. And now people are really looking at you, because I don't think this is the first thing she's lied about. So yeah, now people are really looking at you a certain way. I think Trisha doesn't want to be known as one of Martell's jump-offs. I think that is her whole fear. So, and she has like this nervous energy of not knowing how reality TV goes. She said at the table she don't give a damn about how anybody feels, but evidently you do enough to lie. You lied about, you know, what really happened. You said you never went to his house. Then you end up saying, I did go to train, and, you know, so a mess. Shanita kept going on and on. Trisha said she married, but she not married. She married, but she engaged, but she still married over here. Yeah, it is a lot. You don't know if she coming or going, child. But Shanita, we could say that same shit about you. You don't know when to shut the hell up and let Melody fight her own battles. Just let her, you know, okay? Just let her speak for herself. That irritated me at the damn table. Because it's like, how are y'all supposed to hash stuff out and you steady answering for Melody? They bring up Destiny messing with Lance. I told y'all I'm against that. Destiny, you need to learn about boundaries. You don't need to be messing with Miss Nail's son. You already got the Sonny and Moses situation. That could possibly mess up your friendship with Miss Nail. Don't you want to be able to borrow some money from them in the future? And then he gonna be probably asking for money on your behalf. It's just too much, Destiny. Damn. Didn't you learn from what happened to La Chick-fil-A, La Barbecue? Okay, didn't you learn from that? Didn't you learn from the whole Sonny and Moses, and you don't need to be dealing with people that's in close proximity to people that you care about, and da-da-da, like, girl, like, no, didn't learn nothing. Okay? No pain, no pain, no gain. You done went through all that pain, Destiny, and you ain't learned a damn thing. A mess. Miss Nail wasn't a fan of them hooking up at first, but she said it's some type of chemistry. They act like Melody and Island Boy child. A mess. So, Miss Nail asks Sonny, does her and Moses plan on having kids? She does. She's doing IVF. Melody asks her about her IVF journey. Destiny says it's difficult hearing that her ex-boyfriend is, married to this woman, Sonny, and, now they about to have kids, and we was gonna have kids, but girl, his ass is in jail, Destiny, so you dodged a bullet, gal. Sonny is full of shit. She in her confessional, oh, it's just so awkward discussing my IVF journey with his ex sitting there. Girl, you didn't have to enter yourself into this equation, into the chat. You didn't have to date Moses. You didn't even date him. You just married him, okay? And a lot of people be feeling like because they marry somebody, that must mean that they know the person or they're really in love. And no, you just married them quickly. You can get divorced, bitch, just as quick. I'm here to tell you, sunny, cloudy, rainy, whatever. Okay, so she full of shit. She talking about, oh, it's so awkward. You could have kept your damn drawers on, but you didn't want to keep your damn drawers on. Okay, where the bitches that tell the truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Listen, okay? So you in this situation, bitch, because you chose to be. Destiny, you over there messing with Lance, who is your friend's son, because you want to. all of you all don't care about boundaries, proximity. Y'all don't care about that. That's why y'all all in this same situation together. Birds of a feather flock together.
Everybody need to give a word of, what you felt that the trip stood for. Absolutely.
How about, I got a word for you, Melody. How about no accountability? That's 2 words, okay? No, there was no accountability on the trip. People was lying. This trip was a hot ass mess, honey. What do y'all think about the trip, child? What 1 word would you give it? So Melody calls on Trisha first. She says the teacher in her called on Trisha. I'm like, Melody, you know the girl can't spell, can't read, probably can't write, got all them damn degrees. I don't know how she got them. Okay, I don't, because the girl lacked common sense, Melody, and you know that. Miss Nell says, exhausting. I agree. Shanita says she's grateful. You need to be quiet, Shanita. Sunny says clarity. So Tisha says it's been growthful. Child Melody clowns Tisha in the confessional about using the word growthful. I'm shocked that she even knew that was a word.
She know damn well ain't nobody around her using the word growthful.
Absolutely, sure ain't. But they use it, record size. You better record size. for the 99 and the 2000s. Dun, 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 dun. That's Miss Wanda's theme song, honey. Child Melody said her mama sure ain't using it. And I know some people like, yeah, she's saying all that, and then she'll call on Miss Wanda for coming at her. She could drag Miss Wanda, because Miss Wanda's still out here talking shit about Melody. I just saw her on a live or 2 talking about Melody. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Melody can drag her ass if she want to. Her and her daughter. Okay? So we see Martell, Marceau, Maurice, and Moses. It's a lot of M's. Damn. Hookheaded says he want to pull Moses to the side to see if he really moving to Huntsville, or is he gonna buy the house. So Moses says that they need somewhere to stay, him and Sonny, so they're looking at Chris's house as an investment property, but they need somewhere else to stay. Hookheaded says, well, whatever you need, I'm here, and just because you've seen the smaller houses, that don't mean I can't build it. I can build bigger houses. Can you pass the builder's license test, nigga? That's the real question. Can you do it, Hookheaded? Okay? You out here creating families, okay? Create a bigger house and pass the damn builder's license test. So I can tell that Moses is a narcissist, because he says, yeah, I can tell that Destiny still love me. These niggas really do be thinking that we care about them. It's funny. I know she still love and care about me. So why would you do this to her? And he was smiling and laughing. Wicked. That's nasty. That's how you know all this shit was premeditated. Okay? Moses says my wife ain't going for that. He just like Sonny. She be trying to my husband us to death, and he be trying to my wife us to death. A mess. Moses said he still has love for Destiny as a person. Nigga, please, you'll still hit it. Moses says he is guilty of not reaching out to her and letting her know what was going on, because it was premeditated and you did it on purpose to get back at her. And niggas really will do this. They will mess with your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors, your family members, whoever, to get back at you. So Moses says that he and Destiny's relationship had been then fizzled out 8 or 9 months before he got with Sonny. Do I believe it? No. So Chris Fletcher and Martell, they end up cracking jokes like, yeah, what you call it, a throuple? We don't know how it's going to work out, who going to be the side chick. And then we hear Moses, because y'all know Hookheaded feel like a romance is not a romance without a side chick involved. Okay, look at how he did his life. Moses said, my wife is my wife. We know who the side chick is gonna be. Woo. This is somebody that is sorry to Destiny. Okay? They're sorry for bringing Destiny, into this situation. I know some of y'all would be like, no, he didn't do nothing to her, and no, Sonny don't, I don't understand y'all that feel like this is cool. It's not. It's not cool. It's not cool to be somebody's producer, be cool with them, be all up in their face, and then end up with their ex, and it's giving fake, it's giving phony. So Sonny will never look good to me by definition. Shout out to Kimmy, okay? Using her words, but yeah. Moses is not sorry. He has no empathy. Sonny, you go get the same treatment one day, baby. One day. Martell gets to talk about how he's such a good friend to Destiny. Yeah, right, nigga. You ain't even your own friend. He talking about, oh, well, if Destiny tell Martell not to mess with Sonny and Moses, then he won't even sell them his house. Child, a lie don't care who tell it. Nigga, your clothes don't even believe you. Okay, they snugged up when you said that, even more than what they already are. Okay, tight ass suits, as usual. Martell talking about that's how he would hold he and Destiny's friendship down. Y'all ain't got no friendship. You would fuck her too if you could. I mean, I'm just saying. I know how you niggas think. So they get to talking about the ladies' trip and how Melody has some of the girls in a college dorm room, and Ken get to saying, well, you know how women are, and this is how you know these niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks. The men, all of them, I'm talking about all of them, they get to telling Moses, yeah, you got both your women on the trip. Destiny don't belong to this nigga. Do y'all see that? And they really, all of them meant that. Men be thinking because they done had a piece of you, you belong to them forever. Forever, ever, forever. Okay? Did that go over all y'all heads? That the men kept saying, yeah, both your women. Don't nobody want raggedy, musty-ass Moses. Ugh. He's whack. Sonny is whack. All of them whack. Melody invited my wife. Me and my wife. And me and my wife. I said, nigga, say your wife one more damn time. Okay? Same wife you're not even with right now, nigga. Child, a mess. So Moses ended up saying, Destiny ended up, and then Chris Fletcher said, try not to get them mixed up. Maurice starts laughing. A mess. These niggas ain't no good, okay? I am so sick of this nigga. Yeah, a lot of people, I'm talking about Moses, they was coming for my wife, and then every goddamn sentence is my wife. But my wife said that the temperature, but yeah, everybody was against my wife. Well, my wife had a good room, my wife, but what about my wife? Shut up, nigga! I was like, this old rehearsed ass nigga, if you don't get this motherfucker, Yeah, my wife, she had to speak up about certain situations. Shut up, nigga. You sound smart to somebody dumb. Shut up, shit. Moses is annoying. He ain't about shit. Yeah, my wife said that she felt like some of the girls shouldn't speak on her or her husband. Shut up. You niggas ain't even known each other that long, trying to sell us this crock of bullshit. If you don't get your ass up out of here. So Moses calls out Ken, saying that his wife or fiance or I don't know what the hell, boyfriend, girlfriend, Trish called out Sonny, right? And had an issue with what Sonny did to Destiny. So then they so damn messy. Marceau gets to saying, yeah, she trained Destiny. She trained Tisha. They talking about Trisha. She trained Martell. You could just tell that the producers told one of them to bring that on up. Okay. Martell said, hell no, she didn't train me. Martell said that she was in the weight room. I was in the weight room. Ain't no female. I do not like men that call women females. That's another sign, ladies, you dealing with a toxic man, a narcissist. Ken defends his woman. He says she could have trained you. She be killing me in the gym. I swear, that Ken looked like Al Green, honey. Marceau get to talking about how Martell slid into somebody's DMs, Trisha's. So Ken get to saying all of this happened before me. Martell slide into Trisha's DM. So Marceau and Maurice get to saying that Martell did that when he was on a break. Was they talking about Martell when he was on a break from Melody? I don't know, child. So Martell gets to talking about level of attraction. You done made a whole baby with a raccoon, Ricky Raccoon, Ricky Raccoon. You done made a baby with a DW looking brother Tucker. Okay, that girl is not cute at all. And you talking about Trisha's looks? Well, she wasn't as bad as what she is now. She looked different in her pictures. If they attractive enough for me? Child, if they breathing and got a pulse. And Trisha looked way better than Ariane. She's way prettier than her. Way cuter. She looked way better than Ariane. So who the hell are you to talk about somebody's looks? You don't give a damn about looks. I wish you niggas would keep it all the way 100. Y'all don't care about looks like that. Some of y'all, you don't. Because all you need is for her to have a pussy and be breathing. That way you can work your narcissistic magic on that woman. Y'all don't want nobody attractive that's about something. Okay, that's somebody attractive is a threat because you feel like, yeah, she gonna have, a lot of niggas, wanting to be with her. So yeah, men make their decisions like that, ladies. Okay, that's what some of that is. Oh, Ken tells the guys initially she didn't tell him about, meeting up with Martell. Martell is making this more, well, I don't know if she had wine. How do we go from y'all working out, which is what she talking about, and you talking about she watched TV, possibly had wine, somebody lying. So even Courtney was like, Ken is a good man to put himself in a situation with Trisha. How y'all feel about Trisha? Y'all feel like Ken shouldn't want to be with Trisha? He must really love her. That's what he's saying. Hey, this my woman now. Nothing happened with her and Martell, with her and Martell, so I don't feel no way about it. I don't think she want to be with Martell. The problem is why you lying about it. And I think Trisha is lying about this situation because she's embarrassed about who the hell Martell is. But didn't you know who he was before you went to the house? I'm confused. And God is not the author of confusion, honey. So Marceau tells Ken that he met up with Marquez. Ken was, inquisitive. He wanted to know what they talked about. Marceau said he hired him at the movie theater. Nigga, I heard that you was the help. How is the help helping the help? So Marceau gets to talking about how Marquez, basically neglected his wife and his children, and now he's upset that another man is taking care of them. Exactly. Ken said it wasn't that he wanted to be with Trisha Marquez. He didn't want her and didn't want nobody else to be with her. And that's how these niggas is. They will abandon you, neglect you, and then they don't want anybody else to want to be with you. So Ken spilled some real tea. He said, well, I guess since I've been in this situation before with a married woman. Ken, no, don't get these niggas that. Don't do it, Ken. Ken, no. Ken, don't do it. Hook-headed Marceau and Mellow Yellow, honey, they gonna stick with this. The music changed. They was like, Eric, say what now? So now Ken has a reputation, honey, for being with married women. Martell said that Ken is a pro at being a side dude, and you are a pro at having a side chick while you've been married all them years, sir. Maurice says to Ken, if she's really madly in love with you the way you claim that she is, then why is she still married to that other man, honey? And then the episode goes off. Child, that was a lot. And that was the episode, honey, of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about my review. What stood out to you? Are you Team Stormy? Team Melody? Do you feel like there was a resolve on the girls' trip? I don't think so. I don't know why they were saying that it was a resolve there. There wasn't. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will check you guys out in the next video.